friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to new members of our community. My name is Yasa. I'm a violinist and I moved to United States, Florida from St. Petersburg, Russia almost 10 years ago now. And I'm adjusting to a new lifestyle. I'm becoming an American and I am sharing with you this process. I'm sharing also my joys, my sorrows, my thoughts, my intake on different culture that I'm experiencing here, and also giving you musical advices because I'm a violinist. Welcome to my Med Academy by Yasa, where I give advices on everything under the sun. And since I'm single, I started giving advices on dating. So dating in America is my playlist, but seriously here we talk about everything under the sun. And I'm not taking any responsibility for my advices. As a disclaimer, I want to tell you that you cannot sue me if your life goes completely wrong after taking my advice. So you cannot sue me, unfortunately. I know in America it's very common and such a fun thing to do. Well, talking about suing and how intolerant and impatient we are, I wanted to talk to you today about forgiveness and forgiveness in relationships. I already talked about it before, but to reiterate it in a bit of a different context, forgiveness, social forgiveness as well. We feel so responsible for our every move and how it's perceived by the world, and especially with this pressure of how are we viewed by the world. I feel like we go through a lot of us going through depression and through perhaps some of us contemplating on suicide and things like that. The thing is, suicide rates in the modern community are high as never before, and rich and successful countries that actually achieve the paradise on earth that we consider what is the paradise on earth. If you look at Switzerland, if you look at Norway, even America, you know, the income level is really high. We are very comfortable in our living. We have everything at the tips of our hands, whatever we need. At the same time, divorce rate have never been as high. Suicide rate has never been as high as now, and as in those countries. So the more we are given, the more knowledge we have, the more intense we're experiencing our sufferings. And as never before, the problem of loneliness is very prominent in our day and age. And where is this coming from? Why are we so lonely and so afraid of connecting to other human beings? Well, I truly believe we are so lonely and so constricted in our views and so afraid to share what we really think and feel, because we know we're going to receive such a rebuttal from other party. Right now, stating anything is as similar as to making a public statement, because you know everyone is watching everyone. We all on social media, we're all watching each other's lives and also following celebrities, and it's so easy to become a celebrity these days too, right? Because you can become celebrity through social medias, and any statement you make, it's a public statement that you're going to be judged, criticized for, and you're going to experience so much negativity that you wish you never been born. So that's the social forgiveness and tolerance that I'm talking about, that we desperately need in our time. First of all, we need to realize that we all are faulty. We are faulty human beings. We have no idea what we would have done on the place of the person that we're criticizing. We have so many social cases that create so much tension lately, and we're afraid to talk about them because there are contradicting opinions, and in this chaos we don't hear each other, and we don't really solve the issues that we are presented with because of this tension and just screaming voices. We, like my favorite British philosopher Alain de Botton said, hi Alain, we only learn when we are in comfortable environment with we are giving praises, we feel at ease, very cozy, sweet and loving environment. Then we are able to open up a little bit and learn and maybe listen and maybe contemplate on something later and change our point of view later. We're never able to learn or appreciate the other's point of view in the scream, in the environment of humiliation, negativity, and putting each other down. It's just not going to happen. So what we're experiencing right now in modern world, it's not really helping and solving any problem, not on one side, not on the other side. We are just caught up in this endless fight with each other and condemning every mistake that every public figure or even our friends make, right? If there is an affair, criticizing them for this affair, and if someone fell on the street and it made into the TikTok show, right? We're laughing and thinking what an idiot. So we would never fall on the street, right? If there is a banana cover, right? We would never have fallen on that and made the news in this awkward and embarrassing way. And oh my gosh, if we would have a strained relationship with our spouses, we would have never been taken by a pretty, I don't know, accountant working in our firm. We would have never, ever, that thought would have never crossed our minds, right? Well, it would. Believe me, all of us are tempted every day, every hour. We do acknowledge attractive people around us. We are prone to fall in awkward poses and with our scores flying up. We all have been there. We are human beings. All I'm asking for is to lend a little compassion, remembering your own humiliating experiences, your own deep desires and thoughts. Relate to each other. We are all human beings and we all making mistakes. So when we do make a mistake, I advocate for not condemning that person, not just scoffing it off by that person just being a disgusting representative and not even representative of humankind. He's just something inappropriate and something that doesn't have merits to exist. Well, we all do. We all have merits to exist. So now what do we do with that? We just have to, first of all, relate, understand that this is just our fellow human beings stumbling through life in the dark, the same as we do. And then in a loving, compassionate, merciful way, we have to find a solution. We have to work on that problem and see what can be done better. Maybe we need more psychological awareness. Maybe we need more psychological help for the marriages, right? So lend help to those who struggle in marriage, so there will be less affairs. Okay, so we need to make it a public agenda. All the countries, all the governments have to have propaganda on the topic. If we all deciding that that's a problem, right? Propaganda on the topic of every couple getting a couples therapy. It has to be free if it's not accessible to people who can't afford it. It has to be on the public's mind. We have to consider that it is cool to go to psychologists because you get a grip and a handle on your craziness and your impulses, and you stay committed in one relationship, and this is good for the government, this is good for the society. Stay in one family, to grow the children in loving relationship, to just live a happy, fulfilled life without chaos and disarray. So that would be the problem. Okay, if there is a problem of molesting children, okay, so instead of just being horrified by this, what can we do to change it? Maybe the whole, I know I will get so much negativity and hate saying that, but maybe we have to think deeper and see what can be changed in the whole system that propels that kind of behavior from happening. Maybe the whole institute of celibacy for the priests. What about molestations in churches, right? Maybe this whole institution have to be rethought. Maybe we need to allow them to get married. I don't know. I'm just saying we need to see, we shouldn't just condemn human beings for being at fault as they are, because we all are. We cannot just condemn ourselves to the graveyard. We have to look for the solutions. And those are very big topics, and we shouldn't be afraid to start those conversations and to talk about it. And what I'm expecting from you is a compassionate ear and not the rebuffal of negativity and humiliation and condemnation. I'm starting this, I'm making this first move, I'm starting this conversation, and I really hope that we can continue this conversation in the spirit of love, compassion, understanding that we are all constantly humiliated and embarrassed by our thoughts and deeds, and this is okay. This is what it means to be human. As long as we love, understand, and forgive each other, that would be okay. Anyways, please like and subscribe, and I hope we can continue conversation in a loving way, and we can have more social forgiveness, because seems like the temperature is going so high that it can only end up in total destruction, and I bet that's not something that we want to happen. All of us, we can all agree on that. Love you guys. Talk soon. Have a great day. Namaste. Пока.